Larsa Pippen says she dated a 47-year-old man who was immature before dating her new boyfriend. Age is nothing but a number. Child, look at this political cleanup job. Take a listen.
Guy that was 47 years old before I dated Jeff. And he was so immature. And when I broke up with him, I said to him, there's a reason why I dated you. And he's like, why? And I was like, just to prove that age is nothing but a number. I'll never date anyone like you again.
You were a test.
I was like,
and you failed.
I was like, no, because he literally like, I think some guys know what they want. You just gotta like know, you know what I mean? You have to be with someone that knows what they want.
Yeah. What did he do that was like so immature? Like, what are some examples?
It gets long and dumb after that. There's so much I can say here. For the longest while, we've been going around saying that Larsa is using these young kids or these young guys. And just recently, I've changed my opinion on that. And I think that the relationships that she enters in with these young guys are transactional on both pieces. Follow me here. There is this thing amongst men where they get a little bit of social currency for saying, oh yeah, I had her. Because all of these high performing guys had her. So for them, they're trying to get the clout and they're trying to climb the social ladder. And it's like, okay, damn, Scottie Pippen had her. I had Scottie Pippen ex. And then she was with this dude. I had her. That's what the guys are getting out of it. They're getting something out of it. And she's getting something out of it too. At this point, fair exchange is no robbery. I'm no longer on this. Oh, she's taking advantage. Nobody's been taken advantage of, or whatever the case may be. It's transactional on both parts. But this is the question. I got two questions for y'all. First things first. Something must be wrong with me, or it must not be nobody out there in the United States of the world that want my black ass. Because I don't understand how some people are able to get this emotionally intimate with this many people in this short amount of time. I would like to think each time you get on this podcast or you make the blogs talking about you were with someone, I would like to think that you've had sex with this person, you've laid up with this person, you've cuddled with this person, you've changed clothes in front of this person, y'all have shared hotel rooms in front of this person. That's just not something I can do every 6 months with somebody new. Like, am I missing something? Or am I broken? Because I'm open to the fact that it may just be me or whatever. But I don't understand how you get out of one relationship and then like 2 months later, you're in another one, locking lips. Like, it takes me a very long time to like even get in the full intimate thing of it all. It takes me a while to even get all in there like that. And it's just like every 6 months, 8 months, you just popping up with a new person that's like your boyfriend, which means like you're repeating this, oh, I feel butterfly feeling over and over and over with all these different people. And I'm just not understanding it. And then the other thing that I'm not understanding, it's like the Amber Roses and the Dreas and some of the other girls, there's an argument to be made that those girls need the money. You know, from my understanding, Larsa don't necessarily need the money. Now, I'm going to say this, and I don't mean to offend nobody, but I'm going to stand by it. Anytime you date somebody habitually, all those years younger than you, something's wrong. Something is off. There is absolutely nothing that a woman that lady age got in common with a young boy that's in his early 20s that ain't even had kids. Is nothing yet. Girl, you don't live 4 lives, okay? You don't live 4 lives. You don't been married. You don't had a kid. You don't raise teenagers. You about a grandma at this point. You don't did all of these things, and you don't want to be with nobody your age. And maybe I'm just projecting. Maybe it's me. Maybe it's me. I'm 41 years old, and baby, I can't go no lower than 37. And even with that, I'm looking crazy. I am 41 and I can't go no lower than 37 because I'm scared that you're going to be so young that the first time we get in the car and I turn up the radio and Anita Baker say, I look back on all those good times. And I look over at you and you ain't humming, we once shared and I must have been blind. You got to get out my car. You got to get out my car. The first moment I got the Isley Brothers playing in my car and you looking funny like you uncomfortable and you ain't over there grooving to groove with you, you got to get out my car. The first time you get in my car and you put it on Kalani or Queen Naja or Doja Cat, you got to get out my car. You got to get out. The first time you get in my car and you want to go to Kava to eat, you got to get out my car. What is a Kava? What is a Kava? Babe, you got to get out my car. You got to get out my, you see what I'm saying? So I can't do nothing down there like that. I can't. The minute I witness you having a whole argument with your friends over text message, and y'all been over there texting for 2 hours, and nobody picked up the phone to squash this in 5 minutes, you got to get out my car. I can't go nowhere with you. You got to get out my car. So I'm just not understanding how any of this what I'm gonna do with somebody 34 and I'm 41. What I'm gonna do with somebody 29? What is we gonna do? You, and if I'm telling the truth, you don't even know how to have sex good. Baby, y'all think y'all be doing something because y'all be having stamina. Baby, don't nobody want all that jackrabbit sex. Bitch, you got to hunch my soul. You got to hunch my soul. Baby, you got to kiss all on the side of my neck and lick all on the side of my breast, bitch. Okay, you got to know what you doing. And you got to be this tall to ride this ride. I can wait. And that only comes with age and experience. Baby, you got to know where to kiss on my body to make my toes curl. You got to know that. And young people don't know that. You had to have been through something. You've had to have cried together with somebody to know how to make my body do that, baby. Can't nobody young do that for me. Can't nobody young do that for me. You got to know how to spring into action when I'm having a bad day and I'm like, oh, hell. And then on top of that, I had to go to the damn Discount Auto Parts and spend $230 on a goddamn battery. You got to know that that's your cue to cash at me $230. Not that I need it, but that you just wanted to put a smile on my face and lighten the load. That's only something a grown person know how to do. Again, not that I need it, but it was just the gesture. You got to know how to do that. They ain't grown. They ain't grown out there. They ain't grown. They ain't grown. Come on, gesture.